When it comes to arm wrestling, I don't think most people understand where I came from. A lot of people come from the idea that they're big, strong, young kids who get into arm wrestling because that's what they did with a whole bunch of friends and they were good and never got beat and so on and so forth. But my story is not like that. I came from a different background. Not super strong, not super big, not super anything.
Because he doesn't look like an arm wrestler. He kind of looks like a chump.
Kind of a normal-looking guy. If you saw him in the grocery store, you wouldn't think this guy's like some, national champion or number one in America, 154.
In a lot of ways, he's kind of a one-hit wonder. He had a lot of back pressure and a ton of speed, and he'd hit anybody, no matter how big you were, how small you were. He would hit to win as hard as he possibly could, no matter who he was pulling.
I've seen a lot of fast arm wrestlers, but to explode that hard off the go that fast is pretty rare.
People always say he's just fast. Okay, you go slow pull him and strong. He is.
Corey's aptitude for this sport is off the chart. He could break down, his opponent and transition through technique. And I think that's one of the reasons he's so good is his ability to adjust on the table, even in the grip.
It's the competition, it's the athleticism, it's the companionship and relationships in arm wrestling, and just the lifestyle of it. It's just part of his life and his family's life.
He's always willing to help anybody, whoever he's going to pull against. If you go to his trophy room in his house and you look at it, he's got medals, trophies, plaques, wall to wall. The guy's put in his work, And some of them just still, I don't know what it is, they still just don't really give him the credit. They think that he's still like an up-and-coming guy, or he's not an elite-level puller like most of them, And I being a lot of people, probably, anybody else who knows arm wrestling believes that to be, a bunch of bull.
The feeling of losing. I will say this. When you lose, you learn. You should take every bit of that information and work on it 10 times harder next time. And that should be your main focus. Maybe someone took my hand. Well, I'm gonna work my hand until I'm blue in the face, or get my arm separated. Well, I'm gonna work that until I'm blue in the face, until you feel that there's nothing that anybody can do to you in that position anymore. People have their nicknames, their soul collector and all this other stuff. But in a sense, you really are. You've defeated this person. It's like being on a battlefield and everyone has swords and stuff like in the old days, and you've killed all these people, but you're not really killing anybody. It just feels like that, you just totally annihilated this person, and everything they've worked for, you just take it away from them, and if it's fast, then they're even more devastated, or they're like, there's either two types of losing in that sense. They're either pissed that they lost so fast, or they're to the point where they're like, well, I didn't really have a chance in the first place.
Average people just don't do 8 classes, right? How much arm wrestling is that? It's a lot. And you never, the way they run, you don't get much rest. So it's a really test of endurance.
I saw him sign his registration form, and he just took the weight classes and put one big circle around him. Pretty bold.
I'm gonna bust him. I'm gonna bust his ass. We've seen the best of Corey Miller yet. Not yet.
Not even.